Hello, and welcome to the Casino Tears podcast. I'm one of your hosts, 10 Ton is number one, and joining me as my co-host is the one and only Ed Robinson from Roll to Win Craps. If you want more info on our show, please visit our page at casinotears.com. On this week's show, we discuss the state of affairs, fact-checking, Patreon, new dice. We also touch on Fontainebleau, Flamingo, Nolan Ryan, H-Town, Billy Bob, Knock on Wood, East Coasters, and Ed's free slot tip of the day. You're looking very refreshed, too.
Me?
Yeah, it looks like you got some sun. You got some sun, some Gulf of
I ain't got
America
no
sun.
No, no sun here.
So this coming podcast that we're listening to right now is going to have two parts to it, okay? The first part is very current because we're recording this Friday, February 28th, so that we can touch on a bunch of stuff that's happening now before our event. And then the last part of the podcast and into the Patreon side of it, it's going to be a continuation from our conversation, my trip to Fontainebleau with Lazy Dog and the Flamingo.
Okay.
Oh, I've got so many emails. That's going to be coming up too. I've got a lot in the editing.
We got a month's worth of emails to go through, I'm sure.
Too much that I have to edit.
We need to do emails, one or two a show or something.
Dude, there's so many. We have to have a special episode for that. So Ed, this is the state of affairs housekeeping episode.
Okay.
Couple things. You know what? I got to tell you, man, I've been using that term from last week's show, baguette. I really
I thought you were going to say hog jowls.
No, dude, I really like, I've already texted that to people. You had a baguette? Someone texted me, they made them all. It was weed. He was texting me, he made them all.
Yeah, I got a text from weed.
Weed, baguette.
A baguette.
Hawaiians already have it because there's Hawaiian rolls.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good one.
Just funny for some reason. Long roll is a baguette. I'm putting it into my vernacular.
Put it in the book. How's the book coming, by the way?
Dude, I've been doing writing all the time. I'm going to be testing some out. I got like a couple pager coming out on Patreon. A little thing I wrote.
Which book are we talking about?
That's all going to merge into that.
Because we haven't announced the other
My
part.
writing juices are flowing, dude. It's kind of like when you were with your gnome de plume. I wish I had one of those big feather pens and an inkwell, but I type and then I write and then I come back. I'm like that kind of writer. I like write a bunch and then I look at it again, change it, look at it again, change it. I'm too much of a perfectionist. It ends up like it was when you started.
It ends up like it was when you started.
No, I think it ends up better. I'm doing one right now, which I'm going to post probably 2 days this weekend. It's on clutch, on being clutch. I can't wait for you to read it.
Okay.
That's why Bo joined our Patreon, by the way.
Good for Bo.
I'm like, you got to be reading some of the things I'm going to be pumping out. I said, here's the deal. You got to join the Patreon. And then when I see you, when I shoot, I'll just put some money up on the bonus for you. Right? I'll
that's a good
gift
deal.
You money on the bonus. Just sign up for it. And then now you got a shot.
Yep.
Speaking of Patreon, you know what? I got a lot of Patreon stuff that we can talk about. Thank you for everyone that signed up to our Patreon.
We appreciate each and every one of them. Yep.
Yeah. I posted the video. What do you think of the dice, dude, that came in?
I love the new dice. I posted it all over Facebook yesterday.
We had a couple orders for it. Those dice that you are going to love. So Kim from Huxley, I was texting with her last night and she's seen millions of dice.
Yeah.
She said that might be her all-time favorite, which says a lot because she helped pick those colors out. The sanded green with the metallic green foil.
Yeah.
Those gold 4-leaf clovers. You know what's the difference between, I don't even know this, but I kind of did it after the fact. There is a difference between a shamrock and a 4-leaf clover.
Tell me, sir.
4-leaf clover has 4 leaves. A shamrock has 3. I didn't even know that until I was lucky that I designed it with a 4-leaf clover. A shamrock has 3 of those things.
Leaves.
The 4-leaf has 4.
Yeah.
I would have thought they were the same,
we used to go out in
right?
the yard and into the clover and hunt 4-leaf clovers.
Yeah, I know. I
It
used
was
to
crazy.
find them where there's a lot of them, right?
Well, you got to hunt for 'em. I mean, they're hard to see when you're in a patch of clover.
Yeah, clover patch, man. The other one, Ed, I told you is the polished green with the orange, which are actually pretty cool. The foil is orange as well, because that's like St. Patrick's Day.
Yep.
Orange. Isn't that weird? Orange is part of that color scheme.
I love it. They look great. Good job with the little video, the little opening.
Oh, dude,
box.
that's ETG. And we did a little ASMR video. It's pretty sweet. I picked the music out for that. That was good. Good call on that right at the end.
Yeah, VDT loved it.
Oh, he did. Yeah. It's
I
awesome.
wasn't expecting that music. House of Pain.
Yep. House of Pain. And you know what, man?
I watched it without the volume. What can I say?
Actually, that singer from that band, I used to have a manager in LA, guy named I'm not even going to say their fucking names.
No,
Fuck
don't
these
say
guys. They used to manage Fleetwood Mac, The Cult, and him, Everlast, when he was the singer from House of Pain, who ended up having a pretty successful.
Now, I
solo
liked
career.
Everlast, actually.
Right? Because he was a singer from that band. Yeah, pretty sure that's what it.
I don't know.
They
I don't
managed
know. I don't know if he was.
my band at that time.
Everlast was just like one guy.
Yeah, pretty sure. I could be wrong again. Dude, there are so many things that I'm wrong about on this
But
podcast, yet
there was
say
that
it's
show.
so convincing.
God, what was that show?
You know what, Ed? We got to do some fact checking.
Do some fact checking.
Because I encourage anyone to fact check us. Please send it in. So, okay. First of all, the one fact check Dice Glider sent in when he was listening to us, he said this: grits is a corn product. And you all didn't talk about scrapple. And you should have told Ed about pork roll and cheese sandwich. And always remember, the only thing you can't eat off the hog is the squeal. That's funny, isn't it?
You can't eat the squeal.
That is wrong. That's wrong. I have heard that term scrapple, but I don't know what it is. Do you know what it is?
I have no idea.
I know it's
Scrapple?
something. Yeah, scrapple.
I'm supposed to be a country boy.
Yeah, I know.
Did you ever see the show Saving Grace?
No.
Everlast did the intro song on that TV show.
Oh, really? What was the show about?
Magnificent show, dude.
Really?
Fantastic show.
What was the show about?
She was a cop in Oklahoma,
Oh,
and
I like cop stuff.
there was her last chance angel was sent down to try to correct her because she was going off of the deep end.
Oh,
It is a freaking cool show. I hated when it ended. I liked the ending. She got what she needed to be done, and it ended well, but God, I missed that show. It was a good show.
Ed, funny enough that you talk about shows. I was watching every now and then. I binge watch some shows, just get them out of the way. Recently, I saw two shows. Okay, one was the first Dexter. You ever see Dexter?
Nope.
All right. Well, anyway, all right. Well, I won't talk about that one, but that actually was good. But the second one was Landman. Did you see that?
I refuse.
Why? The guy fucking reminds me of you, Billy Bob Thornton. This character reminds me of you, Ed. It does, and that you need to watch it because I keep thinking he just reminds me of you in some ways. It's fucking funny too. It's a good ass show. I'm on the season finale. That's a good show. The soundtrack to that, the acting, I'm endorsing.
I refuse.
Why?
I refuse.
It's Texas. It's down south. Texas oil. Why are you refusing?
Because I watched all of Yellowstone, same producer.
Yeah, I didn't see
Same
any
writer.
Yellowstone. Yep, none.
And I refuse to give that guy any more of my life
Why?
because I have other things I need to do than watch his damn TV shows.
Was it too addicting?
They're all good, man. I mean, I know it's good. Look, my favorite line, I seen 5 minutes of Landman by accident.
Mm-hmm.
And my favorite line,
Yeah, there's a lot of good ones.
I've already got, immediately I was like, that would be a great show. It's a great character. I'd love it. Because Billy Bob is talking to his daughter,
Mm-hmm.
and he says, basically, he was saying, I still love your mother, and I'd marry her again today if she'd keep her mouth shut. Something like that, But yeah,
He's
it was fun. He's funny.
He's great in that. I think of you often when I'm watching that. I'm like, that guy reminds me of Ed. He was in Texas working in
Yeah,
the patch. Yeah.
I'm not going to watch it. I've given Taylor Sheridan all of my life. He's going to get.
I think you should. A lot of cuties
Nope.
in that.
I'm sure there are, but I'm not going to watch it.
All
I'm not going to watch
blondes. All blondes, of course.
it. Yeah, yeah. He likes blondes.
It's funny, man. It is funny. It's a good show. And I'm not really much of a, show guy. Just I don't watch a lot. But this one I did.
If you ever watch Yellowstone, you'd get addicted to it too.
Really?
Yep.
Maybe I'll give it a shot at some point.
You got to get about 4 or 5 shows in, and then you're hooked.
Man, I need to be. Yeah, I got to sink that hook quicker than that with me. I got 5 shows. That's a little too long, man.
I mean, you're hooked. You're pretty much in on the first one, but you're going to binge watch it after 5 shows.
Well, listen to this though. I'm editing the episode, so we have our event coming up.
Yep, next week
is going to be next week.
Which this time next week we'll be drinking cocktails at the Casino Tiers headquarters on the 31st floor.
Telling everyone where we're going to go play on Saturday night.
I hope Saturday night goes well.
So that episode that's going to come out after the event, I've already finished. It's called Playing Craps on the Moon. It is funny, Ed. It is funny. I think it's funny because
we didn't talk about that.
We did. And because
we really?
Yeah, because you're actually yelling at me in this one again. It is funny.
Do I yell at you?
So at that point, you were.
You probably deserved it.
It was funny.
You probably deserved it.
So, dude, another fact check, a premature fact check, because I already know the episode that is coming out this Tuesday. I'm going to tell the listeners there's something that I said that is wrong.
Oh, no, not you.
Yeah, we talk about a baseball pitcher. Okay. And I mistakenly called him Bob Lee, and his name was Bill Lee. And
Billy.
Okay. And I just realized it on my own. I'm like, wait a second. I'm editing it. I'm like, his name's not Bob Lee. It's Bill Lee. Another thing that I just say that's kind of sounded correct, and we just roll with it.
I don't question you often enough.
Justice Jen.
She questions everything.
Yeah, she questioned it. The 3MG. It's underway, Ed. The 3MG is underway.
Yeah.
It's the mystery monthly giveaway, right? Mystery monthly merch giveaway. That's how we had it.
Yeah.
It literally is. There's a page on our.
I've seen it.
Yeah.
I put it on YouTube.
Oh, and yesterday. It's easy. You can fill it out. I'm trying to make it as simple as possible.
Yep.
On every last day of the month or so, you and I are going to pick a winner.
Okay.
Random drawing. We'll have to figure out what we're going to give away. Should we announce what we're going to give away for March?
It's obvious, but go ahead.
Yeah, I want to give away a pair of, what do you think, the polished or the frosted dice?
Your choice.
And I think we go with the polished. A pair of polished because it's very St. Patrick's.
Yep.
It's more St. Patrick's than the other one. And then who knows when we'll give away a pair of the other sanded. But the point of Justice Jen emailing or putting this comment, I'll read it on YouTube. Did you read it? It says,
no.
As a lawyer, I have to be very particular with grammar. The word mystery is modifying the wrong noun. Mystery monthly giveaway means it's a mystery which month has a giveaway, i.e., will it be March, April, or May? What you should call it, it is a monthly mystery giveaway, which means every month there is a giveaway, but it's a mystery what the prize will be. And because of that, Ed, I've changed it to the
monthly mystery merch giveaway.
Yeah, exactly.
Or 3MG. 3MG is easy.
Either way, we stand corrected, and she was correct. I'm just acknowledging.
She's always correct. She is always correct.
As much as I don't like lawyers, you kind of need a good one. So I'm happy that your Casino Tiers is official lawyer. Right?
Yeah. She's our official.
Need a lawyer that plays craps.
She's our official Matlock.
Yeah, nice.
Thank you, Justice Jen, for correcting us legally for our monthly merch mystery month, whatever it is.
Yeah, the 3MG.
3MG.
People get it. So that's what's going to be for March. So I'm excited about that.
We're giving away some dice.
We're going to have so much because we're getting hoodies in, we're getting t-shirts in, we're getting patches in, we're getting hats with patches.
I like the patches.
They're going to be sweet. So all that stuff's rolling on in for 2025. So we have ATX Vegas fan. He helps with our Twitter.
Yes.
Another great dude. We talked about him in an episode that hasn't even aired. Right? It's somewhere.
It hadn't even aired yet.
No, it's somewhere.
It's lost in the vlogosphere.
We actually there was an unofficial winner to the 3MG before it was the 3MG, because this came out of this idea with him. Hey, on Twitter, we should give away something. Evolved into the 3MG.
What'd we give away?
Well, we gave away a black pair of dice, actually.
Okay.
I'm going to tell you who won, because there was a winner. The winner was John Hinterscheid. He was from Delaware, Ohio.
I didn't know there was a state in Ohio.
Yeah, there is. It's tiny. It's a state right in the corner. Yeah. So, he was our first.
Well, congratulations to
John.
I can't say his last. What did you say his last name was?
Hinterscheid.
Hinterscheid.
Yeah.
John.
Yeah.
Welcome to the club.
Yeah, man. I wish he had a handle.
We'll pick on you too someday.
I wish he had a handle, but
Hinterland.
Hinterscheid. So he got the black pair of dice. Probably should have just got him today, because I mailed him out like last week. And also, listen, I wanted to make a little announcement about our Patreon that I think is worth noting.
Please.
So I'm an Apple fan in general. Like, I have Apple products.
Yep.
Apple did something which is not cool. I figured this out when
they're taking more off the Patreon. Yep.
Oh my God, dude. So this is it. And I found out because someone signed up and it was a weird amount. It was like $16. And I'm like, we don't have a Patreon for $16. And this was for Brunowski. And I tried to text him, Brunowski, right? So,
yeah.
So Apple this month, they forced Patreon to use their payment service within their iPhone app. So most creators' subscriptions will become, listen to this, dude, like $4 to $5 more expensive.
What if they go online?
And that's what I wanted to say.
Yeah. Okay.
Unless you use your web browser to create your subscription. So note to anyone listening to this, don't pay for Patreon on your iPhone app. Pay for it on the web.
Yep.
Desktop.
Safari or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
What browser do you use, Ed? I use Chrome.
Yeah, I use Chrome.
Sweet, dude.
I don't use Edge very much at all.
What the hell's that?
That's the Windows browser.
Oh, really? So that's a Patreon announcement.
I don't think it affects the previous Patreons, but if you're
new,
it
doesn't. For new,
it screws you. Yeah.
Yeah, man. And that's
money hungry bastard.
I know, man. That's a lot. That's like half of our Patreon subscription is going to Apple. Fuck that.
Yeah.
They already take so much of it. They already take like almost 30% anyway.
Not as much as YouTube does.
Man, that's really what I wanted to cover. I like these little announcements, get everyone caught up. Oh, dude, you see this shirt?
Is that Hooter Town?
I didn't even think about that, dude. It's H Town. But
Hooter Town.
I'm gonna call it Hooter Town now. Now I'm gonna always wear this shirt. H Town, man. Guess who sent me this shirt? Payback. Mr. Anthony. He took the class. He's from Houston.
Yeah. I like Anthony. I hope he's doing good.
Dude, that guy, he is a nice
He is
nice
a cool guy.
Right?
He is a
He's
cool
just
guy.
like
Yeah.
Super cool. So anyway, we keep in touch and just a nice dude. You're right.
You get all the goodies, man.
Check this out. I'm going in my mail. I open it up when I get here. I'm like, what the hell's this? So like, I thought I had someone else's mail, you know, the address for the next building. Cause sometimes it'll come here. I'll open it. I'm like, what the hell's this? Right. So I opened it up. There were 3 shirts in there. There was an Astro shirt, a Texas Longhorn shirt, and this H-Town Hooterville shirt. Hootertown shirt.
I like the Hootertown shirt.
Yeah, I do too. I didn't realize it. No, I can't believe I didn't call it that. So anyway, what the hell is this? And then I look at it. Fucking Anthony Payback sent me these. That was really nice of him.
It is.
He's like, I want you to start liking different teams. But I don't mind the Astros. You know why?
Why?
Nolan Ryan. He's a
He was a
badass.
baller. He was a
Fucking
baller,
baller,
dude.
dude.
You charged the mound on him. He was like, "Come
He
bring
will
it."
punch you, right? He will
Oh,
punch you first.
I've seen him pitch with a bloody nose, man. I mean, he's funny. He's
Man,
crazy.
I think Nolan Ryan is just an absolute fucking badass. Badass pitcher,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
Fucking tough. Talk about a guy just not backing down. Wait, he was on, wasn't he? Was he on the Astros?
Yeah. I
I
don't know.
feel like he was on the Astros. He was on the Rangers too, right? Man,
I know he was on the Rangers, wasn't he?
man, I
You look it
wonder.
up.
That's me just calling out a fact that it's incorrect again.
That's incorrect
Nolan
again.
Ryan is on the Astros. I just made it up. Let me just
You
see.
look it up.
Nolan Ryan career.
What you drinking there, 10 ton?
Santa Cruz organic mango lemonade.
Is it healthy?
I mean, yes and no. Probably got some pretty high sugars. Yep.
Is it natural sugars or fructose?
No fructose, dude, over here. What's going on?
You sure?
Yeah, positive.
All right. Then it's got good sugars. Good sugars better than bad sugars.
All right, dude. I love this shirt now that you called out. I can't believe I didn't come up with that. Hooter Town for the H. I don't like it when I don't come up with that.
All right. Tell me about Nolan Ryan.
Dude, he pitched for fucking 27 years. That is insane. And he pitched for, okay, the Mets, the Angels, the Astros, and the Rangers.
Yeah, he played both of the Texas teams. Yes.
Yeah, I had no idea he played it for the Mets. None.
Was he your favorite pitcher of all time? And I'm not a big baseball fan anymore. So if it happened in the last 30 years, I'm going to draw a blank.
You know what I liked about Nolan Ryan? Was never a fan of any of the teams because I kind of like the fucking dumbass Yankees because I followed Reggie Jackson around, you know. I liked when he was on the A's, and I like pitchers had some style. You will probably remember this because it's right in that 70s time with the Oakland Raiders. Remember Raleigh Fingers?
I love Raleigh Fingers. Had the handlebar mustache, man.
Yeah, he had the mustache. Pitchers were cool like that back then.
Oakland A's.
Yep, the Oakland A's. You know who the coach of the Oakland A's was? I mean, the owner?
No.
Charlie Finley. Guy was a cheap ass, dude. I think that's wouldn't pay his players. You know who else I liked? Pitcher Louis Tiant. Remember him?
Oh, I remember Louis. Absolutely. He would turn around and look at second base before he would throw it.
He had a great windup, dude. That guy played for the Red Sox.
He literally would look at second base in his windup before he would throw the ball to home plate.
And dude, here's a random guy from the Royals because he was crazy. This guy named Al Hraboski. I don't know if you remember him, the Mad Hungarian or something like that. That's what he was called.
I'm sure we've had baseball conversations before.
Hardly ever, man.
So you want to talk about crazy pitchers?
Those are the only pitchers that I know. Oh, besides Bob Lee. Bob Lee, who was on the Red Sox, who was tripping on acid when he pitched a game, right?
Was he really?
Yeah, he said he pitched a game on acid. And his handle was Spaceman.
That figures.
Right? I'm pretty sure. I'll get a fact. Someone is ultimately going to be fact checking everything because there's always a good.
There's always a Justice Jen out there checking you.
I'd say I'm always 70% correct, maybe 30% incorrect.
One of the craziest pictures I've ever seen live multiple times.
Okay, who?
Pat Jarvis.
Who the hell is Pat Jarvis?
You don't know who that. I know you don't know who that
Pat
is.
Jarvis. She work at the diner down the street.
Yeah.
Serving you fucking coffee.
I don't know if there's any. I don't even know. I don't even know if I'm sure there's video on part. I don't.
Pat Jarvis. What team?
Atlanta Braves.
Oh God. Okay.
When they were terrible, but he would literally fall down like a face plant about every third pitch.
Oh, nice, dude.
He was crazy.
Jarvis.
Yeah. But my favorites were always the knuckleballers.
Oh, dude, I know who you're gonna say. I know who you're gonna say. Are you gonna say Kent Tekulve?
Nope.
Pittsburgh Pirates. He had an
Hell
incredible.
no, I'm not. I was never for a
He
pirate.
had
You
an
fucking crazy?
incredible. You just remember those names: Kent DeColvey. He was like a sidewinder guy, threw sidearm.
Sidearm doesn't mean you're a
All right,
knuckleballer.
who's a knuckleballer?
Phil Necro.
Oh, dude, Phil Necro and Bob Necro.
Bob was his
And
brother.
was there a Joe Necro?
Joe was the brother. Joe, not
Oh,
Bob. It
not
was
Bob.
Phil and Joe.
Bob's her uncle.
Bob
Bob,
Euchre.
Bob Euchre was amazing, dude. That guy was funny.
And then the classic all-time knuckleballer
Oh,
was Hoyt Wilhelm.
dude, Hoyt Wilhelm. Who the hell's that, dude?
You
Was
look
he
him
with
up.
Newt?
You got
was he
your
with
phone,
Newt?
look him up.
Did he play with Newt Rockney? Hoyt Wilhelm.
Yeah. I have seen both of them pitch.
What year was that? 1956?
Well, it was Hoyt pitched in an old timers game that I got to see him in.
Mm-hmm.
And so he wasn't an active player, but they had an old timers, whatever, Alzheimer's game, and Hoyt pitched. I got to see Hoyt. Phil was excellent. Phil's knuckleball, when he would throw it, it would come out there and dance around like a butterfly with hiccups.
Nice, man. I like that.
I mean, it would
Butterfly
go-
with hiccups, dude.
Yep, it would just go everywhere.
Don't scare it.
Yeah,
It'll
it
start
would go
flying
everywhere.
straight.
But feel free to Google Hoyt Wilhelm at any.
Hoyt Wilhelm. Oh, God, dude. Hoyt. I'm going to Google all these guys. Kent to Colvey, dude.
Hoyt had a good throw. He had a good
Interesting, dude. That toss from stick right one is kind of a knuckleball toss.
throw. A lot of people will refer to a drop toss, maybe even as a knuckleball type toss, because you're not putting any spin on it. You're just letting it drop. So, yeah, there's some similarities there.
Funny that you should say that. Do you know that they stopped making soccer balls completely perfectly
sad.
round? No, listen to this. The
No.
reason being is when they didn't have the deep grooves and sections in a soccer ball, almost like a pure round ball with no indentations or grooves, it would cause the ball to react like a knuckleball and take insane curves that were just insane. And that's why
That sounds like a kickball in PE.
That's why FIFA ended up, or whoever it was, made you put a lot of diagonals or sections to a soccer ball with deep grooves so it would fly.
I think they're hexagon. I think they're
Yeah, I
hexagon.
guess so, yeah.
Pads. Yeah. something
Yeah,
like
but
that,
they're
yeah.
deeper, and that's why you can. That I know you can fact check me on that.
I don't want to because I don't like soccer. I never watched soccer.
I watch a World Cup.
The only soccer I ever watched was either my kids were in it or my grandkids. Other than that, I didn't watch it.
I watch the World Cup. That's it, man.
A lot of people bet on it. Do you bet on it?
Dude, I am not a sports bettor at all.
You don't have to be a sports bettor
I'm a
to bet
purist. I'm a purist, man. Just craps. No slots, no roulette, no blackjack, no anything.
Speaking of blackjack, me and the wife played like 4 hands real quick. Yeah. Here it is. I mean, we're having a drink. We're in the VIP lounge. And I said, what do you want to do? She says, I think I want to go play blackjack. I said,
Oh,
cool.
okay.
You'll lose money slower that way.
Oh, but yeah, might have a nice time though, sitting at a table with your wife.
I'll go with
Valentine's Day sounds like.
Yeah. And it's like, I'm only down $15 on a $25 minimum table. And, she's down a little bit more. She didn't make any bad plays, and just out of the blue, she went, I'm bored. I'm done. I mean, we hadn't even played 5 hands probably.
Oh, really, man?
Yeah. I mean, it's like, boom, I'm bored. I'm done. But here's the thing. And I showed her this. I said, if you want to play, because in the Hard Rock, and I was invited to play it and I didn't play it. They had a $25,000 tournament.
Yeah, might as well, right?
Well, I didn't play it. Probably should have, just for the fun of it. First place wins 15 grand. Cash.
That's some bait.
But they have some of the tables on the main aisle are 6-5 blackjack, which is bad. So we were playing that, but I was showing her, don't play. The dealer, they have the 6-5 blackjack, and the dealer must hit on a soft 17. Those are all bad plays for the player. All benefit the house. So don't play those. Go to the regular blackjack. But as long as people keep playing them, they'll leave them in. But those are the tables they use for the tournament. They
Mm.
use the bad odds kind of tables for that tournament. But here's the other funny thing. Forgot to tell you this. So they're having this little drawing on Saturday night.
Okay. For what?
Free play or cash.
Mystery monthly merch giveaway.
Yeah, I mean it's like they call your name out. You have to slide your card, and you've got entries that you've built up. Throw your entries in. They're going to draw your name. I'm on a good table by myself on Saturday night,
Okay.
and all of a sudden they call my name out.
Ed Robinson, come on down.
You got 3
You're
minutes.
on The Price is Right.
You got 3 minutes, right? You got 3 minutes.
Man, were you shooting?
Yes, I was shooting. I was the only one on the table.
Were you in the middle of a baguette?
I was in the middle of a pretty good roll.
Oh, a baguette. Okay.
And so I said, somebody start the clock. The dealers are laughing. The box man's laughing, and I'm throwing. I 7 out, and I go, I'll be right back. And I go, and I won $500 in free play.
Oh, man, that's awesome.
For slots.
Oh, just for slots? You couldn't make it for tables?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
No, it's just slots. That's fine with me. And so I come back to the table, and they go, what you win? Blah, blah, blah. And I'm sitting there, and I said, okay.
That's nice, man. Win a drawing like that.
Yeah. So I'm playing. And they called my name out again.
No way, really?
Yeah. They called my name out again.
You're allowed to win 2 times?
I guess.
Not in our sweepstakes.
Yeah, not in ours, but in theirs, I was winning. So sorry, guys. I'll be right back. It's getting down. You've only got 3 minutes to go claim your prize.
That's a hot roll. Man, that's a hot roll.
I go back over there. I go back over there to the little stage thing where they got it set up. And the guy goes, welcome back. And I come out and I won $400 more in free play.
Oh my God, dude. That is a hot roll.
Yep.
You just won $900 playing craps.
And free play for slots, which isn't the same thing.
Yeah, but could be a lot.
So yeah, that's what I'm thinking. So I'm like, I've got $900 of free play. I'm going to the high limit slots here in a minute. So this is important for people to know. So after I'm done playing and I've got they didn't call my name out anymore. I ran into my host and she said, I told her, I said, hey, I just won $900 in free play. Mm-hmm. And she said, let me show you the secret on how you need to do this.
Okay. What is the secret?
Well, so it won't hurt you on your theoretical.
Okay. How?
Right. And so she took me over to a computer, she pulled up some people and she said, see this person here. I didn't know who the person was. And she went, this was where he won his free play and he didn't put any money in the machine and his theoretical dropped. Do you see that? And I went, yes. And she said, so here's what you want to do. And so for anybody out there listening who wins free play or has free slot play, this is what you need to do. If you're going to play like I did, $500 the first time on free play, you put $500 in the machine before you do anything.
Okay.
You got your card in because your free play is tied to your card. You put your card in, you put $500 in the machine.
Okay.
Then you pull up your free play.
Mm.
And it doesn't hurt your theoretical because you've already put the 500 in that you're actually going to play off the free play. She said, so it will not hurt your theoretical. She said, they track you. She says, they will track you on this free play stuff and they will eventually call you an abuser of free play if you don't put money in the machine.
Man, the free play abuser. They'll give you a ticket.
Yeah. So they will then lower your theoretical, lower your free play, lower your offers. So she said, always put in the equivalent of your free play. You don't have to play your money, play the free play, but put the equivalent of your money in the machine.
Ed Robinson's push to win slot tip of the day.
Yeah. So I won $900 cash off of the $900 free play.
Oh, nice. Perfect.
Yeah. I went to one machine, popped in 500, I went to a $25 machine thinking, I'm going to hit a biggie, hit zero. So then I went to a pinball machine that was $1, but I put in 400 to play my last 400, and that 400 won me 900 on the
Okay,
pinball.
nice.
So it didn't hurt me at all, and I came out with extra cash.
That's nice. Won a little money. Thank you, Hard Rock.
Mm-hmm. So I'm going to assume that what she told me is true basically everywhere.
Sounds like a smart thing to do. That's
Yeah.
insider
So
tips.
if you got free play that you've won or free play that you're given for slots, for example, always put in the equivalent of your free play, then pull up your free play in the machine and use your free play, then cash out.
It's good, man. Getting the old slot info.
I mean, it's just part of the gambling game that we do. And I hit a nice bet on the basketball game.
Oh, nice.
On
Got to tell.
Saturday as well.
Yeah, alert the good juju boys.
I sent them a picture of my ticket on Instagram.
Oh, nice, Ed, on Instagram. I actually haven't turned on my phone that has that or Instagram on it in like a week.
Well, if you did, you would see my ticket. My $200 bet paid $395.
Oh, that's good, man. So you were hitting on all cylinders, man.
I don't shy away. I might be crazy, but I ain't scared.
It's all right weekend, man. You got some wins all around.
Yeah.
Up, and up.
Up, and up. Yeah. So now I'm focused on our event in Vegas. Even though it's a short, quick turnaround trip for me. Yeah. I want to win some money while I'm in Vegas, if you don't mind.
Yeah. If you don't mind if I do. I'm looking forward to this event. Already saying my prayers like do not get the flu or sick at all.
I hope you don't get sick because I'd like to play with you a little more under realistic conditions, please.
Yeah, I know. I'd like to be feeling good. So far, knock on wood, feeling great.
Don't be a wussy, dude. Stay well.
You know where they got that expression from? Knock on wood. I think that came from like a Viking back in the Viking time.
That's like that stuff right down there between my legs. Don't knock on wood, right?
No. They used to like
They
used to think that there were like fairies or something living in some tree and they would have to go and knock on it or something. It involves literally knocking on a tree that some sort of evil spirit would be on. I'll research that, get back to
research
you.
It.
But I think it has to do with
Mr. Stickman.
Viking times. You want to hear about a couple sessions that I had?
I would love to, since I've done all the talking. I've looked at your chart, so fill me in.
All right. So I went out to meet finally Lazy Dog. Lazy Dog, our very first
Patreon person, correct?
Yep. Lazy Dog.
Thank you, Lazy Dog.
And I felt really bad because the last time he was in town, I could not get away because we're on two different time clocks, right? Lazy Dog wakes up early. Like this guy, he's an early morning player. Thank you, Lazy Dog, because he stayed up like or took a nap or something. But we ended up meeting at night, Fontainebleau.
I don't say, no, it's Fontainebleau, dude.
Fontainebleau. We met up at Fontainebleau. And
you said that almost Southern.
I know. Well, yeah. Okay. Fontainebleau. It's perfect to meet over there because I've been wanting to check it out. I have a credit line there now. I have a host. So I was planning on going over there and testing it out.
How do you get a host at a place you've never been to?
Dude, 10 ton is number one.
I got you.
Respected. Dude, respected in the pits. Man, how? Look me up. Here's where I got this and this and this. Cool.
We need our own Hooterville t-shirts.
Dude, the Hootervilles. I like it, man. So went over, met up with Lazy Dog, had a coffee. It was at night, had a coffee. Then we checked out the tables and dude, it was a Super Bowl Sunday maybe? I don't know. I think maybe it was after the Super Bowl. Yeah, I think it was. It was Super Bowl evening. So met up. This is after the game because I didn't even watch the game. I didn't care. By the way, I congratulated them like a man. People that like the Eagles. Congratulations on your shitty team winning. Dice D, Jen.
Dude.
Sean.
The Eagles killed Kansas City.
I know.
Mahomes looked like a juvenile delinquent
Dude.
in the 5th grade back
Yeah.
there.
Kermit the Frog running around.
Looking for Miss Piggy. He couldn't even find Miss Piggy back there to get some hog jows.
Yeah. And some chitlins. Dude, I was at the gym. That's it. I remember I was watching that game, obviously up on the TV screens while I was at the gym. So I was getting something productive.
If I had been in a gambling city where I could have placed a bet, I would have bet on the Eagles. Straight up. Anyway, go ahead.
So after that game went over, and of course, there were a bunch of Eagles fans all over the place because they're wearing their shirts. But Fontainebleau was pretty packed. Their tables there, already knew their tables are all 14 footers. I didn't think we were going to find a table because they had a lot of tables, 8 or 9 of them, maybe 10. I don't know. I'll count them next time to get a good count. But they were pretty packed, and they were all $50 tables. Then by the time we got done having coffee, there were 2 tables that were wide open, $25 tables.
Perfect.
Made the decision to play the one where they greeted us nicely. They were warm and welcoming, happy to see us, good customer service. And by the way, I'll cut to the chase on what I won. I won $200. Okay. That was a positive.
Congratulations.
I don't know if I had 2,000 maybe that I brought. Chilled out. I shot a couple times.
That's the amount I play with all day, dude. Don't diss me.
I'm not. It was great because I was stick right one, Lazy Dog stick left one, and Lazy Dog has a shot. I don't know. I told him he's got to name his shot because it is wild. Okay. It is wild. It's relatively velocity wise. It's on the higher, it's up there in the MPH, but he really kind of throws it more so that it's like a wraparound. It hits and wraps around. It's a shot, man. He shot much better than I did in that sample size. I think we each shot 3 times.
Okay.
We had decent rolls.
Did he sit there and go woof woof at any time?
No, that's right.
Okay.
He always, he should have done that when he hit a point. He hit it point 3 times. And that was a fun time, man. He's got a unique shot. I need to go shoot with him again sometime. Hit a lot of numbers.
How were the table conditions as far as the surface?
A full-length extended version of this podcast is available exclusively on our Patreon page. New episodes drop weekly every Tuesday. We hope you enjoyed this podcast and will tell all of your fellow craps-playing friends about it. Please follow Casino Tears on Apple Podcast, Spotify, or your favorite podcast app. If you like the show, please rate it 5 stars and leave a review. The best and most fun way to contact us would be to call and leave a message on our official Casino Tears vent line, 229-NO7. You can also email us at no7@casinotears.com. And lastly, to help support this podcast, you can visit our Patreon at patreon.com/casinotears. On behalf of Roll to Win Craps from Alabama and 10 Ton is #1 from Las Vegas, thanks for listening.